And intimidation. Intimidation. How dare we come out here and speak the truth? How dare we? They threatened they're going to show up, they're going to blanket Morristown with posters, and they're going to disrupt, and you better not come, you better disinvite Bob Grant, you better disinvite Steve Malzberg. That's how the street activists, community activists work. Intimidation. And we will not be intimidated. The self-proclaimed communist who called Republicans a very nasty name, who said that white polluters and environmentalists were directing poison to the minority community, who has a whole list he signed on as a 9/11 truther, which meant he wanted Elliot Spitzer to investigate that George Bush and the government knew about 9/11. And he resigned finally over the weekend in the dead of night. And he resigned because we weren't intimidated. The New York Times, the Washington Post, ABC, CBS, and NBC did a total of 0 stories on Van Jones until he resigned. Star Ledger, right on down the list. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, that's why they're coming after me, they're coming after Beck, they're coming after Grant, they're coming after talk radio, and we will not be intimidated. I hear the pundits now saying, well, how did the vetting process work? How did they miss this guy? They didn't miss this guy. Van Jones is Barack Obama. John Bolton, the science czar, is Barack Obama. Let me tell you a little bit about John Holt. He wrote a textbook with 2 other people where they talked about controlling the population through mandatory abortions, adding sterilants to the drinking water and other foods. That's mandatory sterilization. He is just another czar who is Barack Obama. Cass Sunstein, the regulatory czar. He supports changing the policy. Get this, as it exists now, if you decide to leave your organs for someone else to inherit, you sign a little thing on your driver's license. Right. Cass Sunstein, who is Barack Obama, wants to reverse it. You would have to sign something saying, don't take my organs, otherwise they would take your organs. Wow. Cass Sunstein also believes that people should be able to sue on behalf of animals, and that animals should have the same exact rights as people. And he also wants to ban hunting. All hunting. Cass Sunstein is Barack Hussein Obama. Harold Coe, State Department legal advisor. This one's a piece of work. He believes that in many instances, Sharia law can be used in the United States of America. And he believes that international law trumps our laws here in the United States. Harold Coe is Barack Obama. Mark Lloyd. Mark Lloyd's the one who's going to be coming after me. Mark Lloyd is the diversity czar on the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission. Mark Lloyd has a paper trail of writings. He favors the fairness doctrine. He believes in punishing commercial radio, actually driving them out of business. If my station's operating budget is $2 million, any station's operating budget, the station owner would have to pay that same amount in a fine, doubling his expenses, and give the money to public radio. That would wipe out commercial radio. It would kill talk radio, and Christian radio, and conservative radio, and Mark Lloyd is Barack Hussein Obama. So when they say, oh, how did Van Jones get by the vetting process? It must have been a terrible mistake. He has surrounded himself with Van Joneses. He He has a communist in the White House did not bother Barack Obama. It intrigued Barack Obama, because Barack Obama at his core is, in my view, a Marxist. But folks, never in my lifetime, and probably never, have we had a man in the White House who fundamentally despises everything that's great about America. Work like you have never worked. Organize like you have never organized. Fight like you've never fought for the very survival of this nation. For November 2010, kick the bums out. But the message that Barack Obama has sent to kids, and that Michelle Obama has sent to kids in the past, little kids, mid-level kids, graduating kids, is not be the best you can be, is not shoot for the stars, do what has made America great, take risks, invest, invent something, be better than everybody else. No, the message they have traditionally given is, don't have that corner office, don't get wealthy, don't succeed, give back. Now, how do you give back until you get? But they don't want you to get. They want us all to be the same. Why should we do better than anybody else? Why should you succeed when someone else doesn't? Why should this nation have the best when other nations don't? That's the Obama philosophy. That's what differentiates him from every other president we've ever had. Why is America so great? Why is America so great? We're not that great. Look at our history. We're racists, we're bigots, we apologize, we did wrong. That's all you hear from this president, and that's why I fear the message to our school kids, because it's not George Bush. They say Bush did it, Reagan did it, this one did it, but Barack Obama is no Ronald Reagan. From the bottom of my heart, God bless every single one of you. I can't tell you how, I know you're not all here for me, but I got to tell you, this turnout is just, it's so heartwarming, it's unbelievable. And to those of you, maybe I'm sure there is some in the crowd, incognito, the one or the two who want to ruin it for everybody, the free speech fascists who are the left in this country these days, sorry,